Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Alexa and I'm so thankful to have you here with me today. Um, it's been a minute since I made a reading. I've been extremely busy this summer and it's my final semester of my undergraduate degree. So I will be graduating in December, and with that comes a lot of work. So I've had to take some time away from the channel you know, but it's a momentary break. Hopefully, like today or yesterday when I recorded the readings, hopefully I'll have, some time to dedicate to this little passion of mine, but I can't make any promises. I just felt very inspired to make the reading because I think there are a lot of changes going on. And speaking of change, since we are in a mutable season, in the mutable sign of Virgo, happy birthday to all the Virgos, okay? I'm a Virgo moon, so we gotta stand together. Um, anyway, uh, since we are in a time of change, I just felt like when I was driving in my car, coming back from going on a walk yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, I really would love to make a reading about the next big change because I know for me, I'm going through some pretty significant changes right now. I feel like that's the vibe of the times. So I wanted to check in, and do that. So here we are. The setup is definitely a lot different, like completely different. I just don't have the energy, the time, or the resources. Well, I have the resource, whatever. I just don't have the time or the energy to set the camera up and do all the things that I did before. Before I was very perfectionistic about the way the cards would be and things like that, but I don't have time to be a perfectionist. Okay, I just have to get things done. I have to take action on my inspiration, and this is what happens. You just show up raw and real. So this is the real, with my headset on and the microphone so you can hear me. But yes, all is well. It's just a very I don't even know. It's a time of a lot. It's a time of a lot, and it's fun. It's fun changes. I'm getting prepared for all the changes. I'm about to go out for a run. I just wanted to check in before I get busy today. So, yeah, I hope all of you are well. I miss posting. I really do. But I hope that you enjoy seeing me in this reading. So, not to do too much chatting because I have a tendency to do that. Plus, I'm just like, I keep looking at my hair. I have locks, so they're growing, and I did my own retwist like the other night, and I think I did really good. Usually I want to put like some lock jewelry in my hair, but it just takes so much time, and I'm like, the time I have in my life right now, it's needing to be managed well. So, again, I'm just chatting, but yeah, I miss y'all. So, here we are. See if I have anything else to say. I don't think I do. I don't know what just popped up, but yeah. Hopefully I can see you guys more often, but since I graduate this semester, this year, I can't make any promises. Like I may feel inspired at some point to do another reading, but for sure I think I'll have more time by the beginning of next year. But we'll see. Life is unpredictable. So, again, enjoy the reading. Thank you for listening. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope that it provides you with, something that's helpful. So, until the next one, peace. Bye, you guys. Hi, group one, and welcome to your reading on the next big change in your life. So, let's go on and see what that may be for you, group one, okay? Next big change for group one. What is the energy of this change? We have the camel coming out for you, group one, and I do feel this change will be gradual. I feel it will require excuse me, it will require a level of devotion, dedication, vision, persistence, if I haven't said that already, discipline. I'm even feeling. I feel there's a new level of awareness about passion, what's driving you forward, what's motivating you, and what's been the main driver of your actions. Because whatever you're headed towards, or whatever direction you are being aligned with or being led to, it seems like a lot will be required of you with this path. So it's important that you ensure that it feels right, because you don't want to end up getting there or reaching that goal or getting to that destination and realizing that it's not for you. So definitely this change is big on contemplating your next steps, big on determining where you want to go in life, what feels right to you, and what's become too heavy, especially with this camel. Recently I've been watching YouTube shorts of, I forget the name of the channel, but basically she shears sheeps and llamas. And it made me think of this coat of the camel, and something could be feeling like it's becoming heavy, like something's needing to be let go of, or like an outer shell. I'm thinking of like an outer casing, maybe an old identity or an old way of moving through the world, or an old way of approaching things could be needing to be released, or some type of reflection on how you've been moving so that you can have a better idea of how to move forward. Regardless of the fact, group one, it seems like there's a lot of momentum and a lot of energy being built up to go in some type of direction. But I do feel that it's necessary for you to face something from your past before you can fully uh, be sure about where you're headed. And when I bring up the past, I feel the primary thing with your past could be in regard to attachments, maybe even lingering resentments towards certain situations or people, or just habits or routines or behaviors that stifle your progress or your vision forward. It feels like something may be clouding your judgment or adding too much weight to you at this time. But let me get a bit more for you, group one. That was like rapid fire. Anything else with this change for group one, please? There's a lot that just came out, and it's like, do I even want to take these cards? I'm gonna take them. Definitely touching on that release here. There is like an energy of movement. Maybe it's preparing you for a significant move in your life, or you're going to relocate somewhere, whether this is a job position or a living situation. It just seems like you're due for some type of move, and I feel that there could be a level of grief associated with that process. But such an interesting combination for you, group one. We have the mouse, the swan, the deer, and the snake. Now let me just take a second with this. I definitely feel there's a lot happening internally here, and I feel like that is primarily what's going to be happening for you over the next couple of weeks. I'm even hearing a next couple of months for you. It feels very internal. A lot of reflection within. And I do want to say there are things happening outside of you. I do feel like you're needing to adjust to situations that are outside in the real world. But most of this change is an internal shift. And I feel it's an internal shift of focusing too much on the minor details of things, or getting too bogged down by the everyday occurrences of life, or maybe even not realizing your potential, or not really tapping into your skills, or maybe even doubting how good you are at something, or how capable you are of making a certain change in your life, or letting go of certain things. But I want to say there could be more reflection on your relationships, particularly, or what's been influencing you, or the influences that are impacting your actions. So, whether that includes people, or I don't have an or. I think there's definitely something here with people. And I want to say for some of you, there could be a conversation that you have with a significant woman or female in your life. Um, this could be your mother, or there could be issues surrounding the archetype of the mother, or this idea of feeling cared for or secure. There's this energy of security here, and I'm feeling a need to build upon some type of self-reliance, becoming that person, that parent for yourself. I feel making decisions for yourself, not shirking away from any responsibilities that may be calling to your attention at this time. And I feel that's why there's an emphasis on breaking away from any excess weight that you've been carrying, or any excess, anything that's been distracting you, or any thoughts that keep you from really seeing your way forward. I do feel the biggest change here is going from an internal dialogue that keeps you feeling stuck to one that provides you with more clarity and vision. I hope that's making sense. Okay, I need to get a bit more here, but I do feel a lot of reflection. It feels very internal. In I want to say gradual improvements will begin to happen once you take this time to do a bit of introspection. So definitely there's some internal shifts happening more so than anything. And I do feel it's going to be prompting you to make a move, or to make some type of significant change. And it seems big on becoming reliant upon yourself and not being so dependent upon other people, whether that's for validation, resources, encouragement, whatever it may be. It seems like you're becoming the sole provider of all of those things. And not seeing yourself as so small, or not feeling like you're not good enough. Overcoming insecurities or doubts that would have held you back before. Yeah, I was saying earlier, it's like you're breaking out of a shell or a cast. It's interesting. Can we get a bit more here? What area of life for you, group one, is being most affected at this time? Group one, what area of life for them? Whoa. Yeah, resources. I was just saying, not relying upon other people for fulfillment or getting what you need. Yeah, something, it's a lot. There's a lot here. I feel like, oh my gosh. For one, the main area of your life being affected is your relationship with self, your identity, your way about approaching life. I feel it's a big shift around your personality. I want to say it feels like it will require a level of solitude, and I want to say for some of you that may be difficult, or it may feel isolating, but I do think that it's going to help you to come to terms with two aspects of your personality, or two sides of yourself. and reflecting on who you are when you're alone versus who you are when you're in partnership with other people. And this card came out reversed as Juno, the partnership card. And I want to say, with it being reversed, I do feel that there's going to be more reflection on how you've changed throughout certain relationships in your life, or how relationships have impacted your sense of self, or how it's impacted the way that you view your life, or the values that you hold, or what you do value. And yeah, this is becoming more clear to you as you take time out to yourself. With this transits card, I do feel these changes will make you want to retreat, or it will kind of bring you closer to yourself, I feel. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like it's going to be rainbows and sunshine, like it's the best self-discovery journey ever. I do feel like it's a time of really checking in with parts of yourself that have been under the radar. And, with this mouse energy, I feel like you may learn how to overcome and deal with any lingering anxieties that keep you in a cycle of maybe sabotaging yourself, or maybe even sabotaging relationships. Or maybe there's like an energy of wanting to hide away here. And I feel like that's healing. The change is you coming out of this more shadowy energy, I don't know how else to say it, or just this more negative environment. Because I don't know if it's just you. I don't know. Let me rephrase that. Your point. I don't think that this is happening for no reason. I feel the relationships that you've dealt with in the past have cultivated this side of you that maybe carries a bit of negativity, or carries a bit of doubt, or false perceptions of self and other people. And I do feel that you moving into this time of having more solitude, having a chance to connect with yourself on a new level, that's going to show you what's you and what's not. And the true sense of self will blossom and bloom, and you'll realize how beautiful of a person you are, and how many skills and capabilities have been out of your cone of awareness because you've been dealing with so many different situations. I even want to say dramatic situations. I want to say the drama is ending, at least if you allow it. Group 1, I feel like it's big on allowing the dramas to end, allowing yourself to move away from relationships that feel overly complicated, or that prompt you to compromise yourself in any way. And definitely shifting your focus to providing a more stable foundation for yourself. I even want to say really focusing on how you can support yourself long term, especially financially, but also for your health and your well-being. Big emphasis on health and finances here for you, group 1. Speaking of health, let me take a bit of water. Yum. I meant to say a sip of water, but anyway. Yeah, we have this second house, and we also have debilitated. So maybe for some of you, you've been dealing with issues around finances, or your sense of self, or your self-worth, or your value. Whatever you value has been maybe a bit obscure, or things have just not been very clear. I feel like things are clearing up based on this personality shift, or these internal developments that are going on. And I do feel that you're taking a more grounded, structured, responsible approach towards your future, perhaps even your career, or just making long-term investments that will benefit you down the line. Not saying that you're throwing out the concept of relationships, group 1. I just feel like there's a lot of self-focus, and I think that's for the good, because it does seem like there's a big push for self-reliance at this time. So let's get a bit more specific here with some tarot. Okay, your reading is very interesting. It seems very focused on you. So that's the biggest change. You're changing. You're changing big time. So, group one, what is changing for you? The next big change for you, group one. Wow. You know, immediately, it's so interesting. You know, I feel what's prompting these internal shifts will be you moving into better environments. We have the Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So I feel that you will be either meeting new people, whether that's through your work or through some type of organization. Maybe you're invited out somewhere and you meet people who come from different walks of life or who come from different places. This may come after a move that you undergo. Something is shifting in your life to put you in position with other people that provides you with a new level of insight into your approach to relationships, as well as what's been hindering you from being able to connect with people who are like-minded and who have similar interests, similar goals, and similar outlooks on life. But in order to get to this harmonious coming together with people, I feel it feels very productive, like a productive environment, encouraging environment, an uplifting environment, a lot of teamwork, cooperation, harmony. I'm really feeling that a lot here. And energy of friendship and a sense of alliance. I see with that as well. In order to get there, I feel that will require some type of move. I don't know when this will take place. Excuse me. Sorry about that, group one, okay? My throat just got a little bit extra dry, and I had to handle that, okay? But anyway, yeah, I feel like you're moving towards a more supportive environment, and that could feel new, and I think that's going to initiate some type of reflection on what you've had to go through in order to embrace these connections. And I do feel like it will initiate some type of value shift that you have, or you'll realize what traits you value the most. I also think that these people will highlight a lot of your good qualities, and that will even help you to see yourself in a new way. So it feels quite nice, group one. Anything else we should know about this big change for group one? You know, it's so interesting. We have the Tower and the Six of Wands. You know, I feel for you, group one, there's going to be a clearing away of any feelings of embarrassment or feelings of, what is the word? Like shame? Or a lack of pride in oneself. I feel there's a healing around your sense of pride. I'm getting that spectrum of like humility and pride. Maybe for some of you, you could have been a bit too humble to the point where you made yourself too small. For others of you, which I feel is a smaller number, I don't even know if any of you have been this way, but you could have been a bit more grandiose. You're realizing other people have qualities that you could learn from. But for most of you, I feel you've made yourself too small, and you're breaking out of that cage, breaking out of that shell, I keep wanting to say, and realizing how much more you have to offer and how you may have been holding yourself back and doubting your capability, and just seeing how successful you can become. I do see a lot of success coming here, especially in regard to financial matters or career matters. Like I said, gradual improvements. I'm not thinking this is going to happen overnight. I think it'll happen, you know, nice and a nice flow. Not slow, not fast. It's just going to happen. But I do think it'll take you by surprise how much you're able to accomplish, group one, especially when you're around the right people. And I think that's the biggest thing here. You're getting into the right circles, getting in the right communities, surrounding yourself with the right people, and it's really going to bolster your success. It's going to lead you to a new level of feeling victorious, a new level of experiencing victory and success. And it's also going to show you who you are able to become and who you're able to be. So that's exciting. But to sum it all up, I just feel the biggest change right now happening for you is letting go of old environments or situations that have stifled or hindered your progress forward, taking some time to yourself to recalibrate, to reflect, and to release whatever you've been carrying from those situations, and preparing yourself for a significant move or relocation or some type of job change or some type of event or convention or conference that is really going to introduce you to people who show you and remind you of who you are and help you to become that person that you're wanting to be. And I'm seeing a lot of prosperity and opportunity coming for you to make some big changes in your life that lead to more long-term stability. Okay, group one. So let's get some final messages for you here. Group one. Final messages for group one here. Oh, we have Unicorn with use your intuition to make beneficial changes. I think that's true. You'll know what to do, okay? Group one, you'll know what to do. We have Well with family wishes come true. We also have Nest with an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. We have Sunrise with new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. And we have Box with you will receive a gift. Okay, let's get one more pull of final messages for you, group one. I love that energy. It's so fun. You know, it's very comforting and reassuring. We have on the bottom, we'll get there. Okay, we have not well. I don't know why I'm saying this again, but I feel this card is connected to this card. But we have Money Path with a path with money is waiting for you to find. And I want to say I think this is going to also lead you to generating some type of long-term stability, not only for yourself but also for your family. And we have Broken Wishbone with wish will not be granted. So I want to say with that card, if something doesn't work out for you, I feel it is because it's just not meant to. You know, don't take it to heart. It's for the best. I want to say what's for you is meant to be. But I also want to say for some of you, it could be in regard to this dark man. It says, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. So, yeah, if you want something to work out with a particular person, and it doesn't work out, just take that as a sign that it's just not even meant to be, okay? So, yeah, that's what I have for you, group one. Let me know how it resonates. Thank you for stopping by. Excuse the noise if you can even hear it. Probably not, because this mic, but yeah, it's been fun. I'll chat with you later. Let me know how everything's going, and I wish you the best. Much love to you all. And until next time, peace. Hi, Group 2, and welcome to your reading on your next big change. So let's go on and see what that may be for you. Let's look into this energy of this change. Group 2, what is the energy of this change for group 2. Whoa, it just got serious. It just got serious. I was feeling very playful. And all of a sudden it was like, so let's see, what is the energy? Group 2. Group 2. The energy of this change. Interesting. You know, on the bottom we have the Scorpion. Things are getting intense. Group 2, things are getting intense in your life. I don't know what this is about. It feels kind of like passionate. Like, I'm getting like this inner tension building up. And it's almost like something's needing to be birthed. Maybe for some of you, you are going to be birthing something, whether it's an actual child or you're producing a level of work that requires a lot of dedication and focus. But there's something that you are producing that will really require some energy, some time, some care, and compassion. Okay, let's not forget about that. We need the compassion for self. But I also feel that staying grounded, spending more time outside in nature, taking time out from your busy schedule, because like I said, it got intense. You know, I feel a need for more play, a need for more relaxation. Self-care seems to be extremely significant right now. The card that came out is the Deer, and you know, it's making me think of grace. Having a lot of grace, I feel it will be effortless for you, group 2, honestly. I say that with confidence. I know you got this. I feel you're going through a lot of external changes, and the Deer is here to reassure you to take care of yourself as you are going through an a very intense part of your life. Like I said, it got serious all of a sudden. But I feel like your work or something that you're working on, something that you will be working on, will require a lot of focus. Maybe it will require some type of research or dedication or writing or an intense focus on a particular subject. But I do feel like the end goal is near, but it's almost like labor, you know? It's like a lot of effort for a big reward. Okay, so I do feel there's a big reward on the other side of this pressure, but it's getting hot in the kitchen. I promise you, group 2. So kudos to you for handling the heat. Okay, but take care of yourself. Let me get a bit more here, group 2, cause woo. I think I'm still taken aback by this energy, but let me chill. Group 2, please. Oh, if I didn't say intense already, we have the Vulture and the Phoenix. Very scorpionic. We had the Scorpion before, but I feel like this rebirth, you know, the imagery of birth is very significant in your reading. So, you know, like I said, something is being brought to life for you, group 2. I feel like you're being brought to life. But I also think that something or a part of you or a situation, particularly I feel like it's a part of you, is being purified. Something that's been dormant is being like reawakened. I'm getting regeneration vibes, like feeling invigorated or reinvigorated, a level of passion coming back to you, a new level of willpower that you're unlocking. I feel a lot of power here, and it feels quite intense. I feel like there's pressure and tension building up inside of you that will need an outlet. So for you, group 2 specifically, moving your body, getting outside, exercising, fitness, you know, yoga, tai chi, whatever is your vibe, I'm just letting you know would be extremely beneficial if you moved this energy out, because for some of you, the work that you're doing, I feel like it's stationary. It's like a lot of like focus is required, or whatever you're doing requires focus. And I feel like it's a lot of intensity in the mind, and it's important you take time out to really take care of your body so that stress doesn't start to eat you up inside, okay? Um, Let me get one more card before I do too much, okay? Anything else for group 2 about this change? Group 2. Okay. Yes. Oh my god. I knew, like, you could get a bit overwhelmed, or things could feel a bit overstimulating. Like, there's just so much going on. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Like, retreat. As soon as you feel that, know that it's time to take a step back. If you have one more question or one more problem to solve, just say, you know what, it can wait. Let me go outside. Let me get some fresh air. Let me eat. Let me drink some water. you know, let me take care of myself before it becomes too much. That's what I'm feeling for you, group 2. Don't let the pressure build up to the point where you feel like it's crushing you. Pressure's good, gravity, it keeps us grounded, but at the same time, make sure that you aren't overwhelming yourself or overworking yourself, but you're producing something worth sharing, I feel, or there's something great in the making happening. I feel like you could be doing a lot of behind the scenes work, group 2. But yeah, there's something inside that's going to be extremely valuable, or you're tapping into an inner wellspring of creativity and passion and skill and expertise. Maybe you're building up an expertise, or you're becoming an expert in something. But I do feel that you are definitely needing to bring something into fruition, or bring something into the spotlight. Yes, I speak of spotlight. We have the lion, the Leo. Definitely, I feel there's a level of success and leadership coming through for you, group 2. I feel like you're stepping into a more leadership position. You're becoming someone who people look up to, and you could be like wanting to shy away from this position. You could be used to, not really stepping into this role, but yeah, I feel now's your time to take this big step forward and to really show up as this person who has the knowledge, the wisdom, the vision, the capability, the skill to really move things ahead and to be a beacon of light for other people and to be an example. I feel you have everything you need. It's just not taking everything so seriously, okay? Because in the beginning, I was feeling very excited, very playful, and I was like, whoa, like, maybe I need to chill. And I feel you could be intimidating other people as well. That's honestly, you can't really do too much about that unless you're actively trying to intimidate people, which, if you are, like, you just gotta think about why are you doing that. But for most of you, I don't think that's the case. I think it's just that you are showing up so authoritatively, like you hold a lot of honor within. It's almost like you have this energy of like deserving respect. People take you seriously. Period. Okay, group 2. But definitely also remember that side of you that needs to have a little bit more fun, or needs to just have a chill day. And give yourself that. But let me not beat a dead horse, Let's just keep moving on. Let's keep moving forward in your reading. Group 2. What area of life is being most affected for group 2? What area of life, group 2? I do feel it's like your career or your outward reputation, how you're seen. I feel your sense of value is being affected. Also, your outlook on life is being affected. I feel with this journeys card though, it's our progressions. What's being affected is your goals. I'm trying to get my words together. But your vision, I feel you making things happen, you taking a methodical approach to your goals, seeing them come to fruition. I feel that could be overwhelming, or the activities required of you to get to that level could feel overwhelming. Maybe the process feels like it's a lot. For some of you, it's like an application process, or an interview process, or something, some type of process just feels overwhelming right now. You'll get through it. You'll get through it. Okay? You'll get through it, group 2. Any other area of life for group 2 that's being affected? We have we have descendants. So I do feel your relationships with other people, but also with yourself. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel your sense of self, and through your relationships, I feel it will be reflecting back to you parts of yourself, or maybe aspects of yourself that you didn't realize that you had, or you could be admiring other people for their traits and wanting to build upon that sense of self. Maybe you admire someone's courage, or you admire someone's compassion. I see you appreciating different aspects of people, and it's going to help you to reflect on what parts of you want to develop. But this feels more internal. This feels more background. Even though I do feel like you're getting a lot of praise from the outside, I do think that a lot of this change is taking place within your mind and your body. So goals, your vision, your mind, and your sense of self seem to be most impacted, but also how you relate to other people. Perhaps even your significant relationships, or any contractual partnerships that you have, or work relationships, or close connections in general. But let's get a bit more here about this change. Let's be more specific. We have the Page of Cups just immediately coming out. I feel there's going to be some fun surprises coming in. Maybe even an admirer, I feel, could be a big change here. This feels more like fun surprises though, like opportunities that happen for you that, you don't, oh my gosh. Opportunities that happen for you that you may not be expecting. I'm also feeling with this Page of Cups that you are going to be experiencing more invitations to have fun, or being invited to more places. And I do think that is what's going to get you into connections that, reflect certain parts of you, like people seeing you a certain way that you didn't know you came off. Like maybe people take you a lot more seriously than you thought that you were, especially if you think you're very playful. Maybe someone's like, no, this person is so intense. This person is so intense. They have like so much fire behind them, so much power behind them. And I do feel like you're very charismatic. Like your personality feels very attractive and magnetic. But group 2, it just seems like your energy is like big. It's a lot. And for some people that's like, oh my god, clutches pearls, But definitely I do see like maybe a crush or something happening with relationships here. For sure. But it seems like your focus is not 100% on that. It feels like you're just very focused on some type of goal, or some type of something that you're producing. Can we get more about the change, please? Yes, I mean, what? Do I even need to get any more cards? Do I even need it? We have the Emperor. And I mean, what did I just say? Like, people take you seriously. You hold this regality. Okay, I feel like you're very disciplined, very structured, very intelligent, very smart. Okay? You have this passion, this drive. I keep feeling a lot of courage. I think you are setting a standard. Maybe you're becoming the standard. You are the standard group. Two, and I do feel like that's intimidating to some people. I know I keep saying the same thing, and I don't mean to, but you're shining. I see you coming into a new level of leadership. You really taking charge of your life. You going into new territory, maybe having ideas about where you want to go that perhaps your family has never had or the people around you don't even have. It just seems like you're some type of pioneer or trailblazer right now. Feels like you're on a high. Like nobody can bring you down, nothing can touch you here. You're building long-term success, a very strong, stable container for your life. I'm seeing you focusing on the future very heavily. You're trying to build that stable foundation for yourself, not only for yourself, but for those around you. I'm seeing you also wanting to develop more long-term connections or only having things in your life that feel stable, that feel secure. I'm not really getting any like play energy. Like you're not wanting to just do things for the heck of it. It seems very intentional. You're in a very intentional time of your life, and anything that's not aligned with intention or clear motivation, I do see that you're just respectfully not going to entertain it. Okay? Respectfully. Definitely a lot of respect and honor and prestige I'm seeing for you, group. Too, it feels very good. But I want to say, what is that saying? With great power comes great responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. It seems like you're in a strong position of power, or you're becoming more empowered, and the load of that is also quite significant. But you got it. Okay, diamonds are made under pressure, and you're a diamond. Okay, anything else for group 2? We have the Tower. So far this card has come out in every group. I've only done one group. But it just seems like this is some big shifts, foundational shifts. I feel some things may catch you by surprise. Things may happen that are unexpected. I want to say expect the unexpected for you, group 2. Since all of your other cards are pretty stable, pretty secure, pretty good, I want to say accept the unexpected events. Allow that to be the excitement of your life, because this feels so routine. It feels so disciplined. It feels like things are kind of like in order, and something needs to shake. Like something needs to just be like, like just for fun. So allow that to happen, and just go with it. Go with the flow. Make sure that you are taking some time out to connect with yourself, to care for yourself, to make sure that you are tending to your needs and recognizing that you have emotions that may need to be expressed constructively, perhaps through activities or hobbies. But yeah, let's get some final messages for you, group 2. Group 2, please. Final messages for them regarding this change. Whew. We have Unicorn. This came out for the last group as well. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. You will know what's needed for your life at this time. Barrel we have coming out. It says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. What's coming to my mind is love. I feel like you have the goals. You have plenty of those. I feel like you have a decent amount of money. For some of you, it could be money. For others of you, it could be love. But for majority of you, I feel there's like this wanting to experience more connection. But it could be money. I don't know. You know more than I. With tree, we have affairs with your family. I think that your family is going to be a good support system to rely upon at this time. Group 2, or you're developing a new understanding of what family means to you, or you're creating a new family for yourself, or chosen family could be important for you as well. Can we get more information for group 2, please? Wow, isn't that funny? We have lion twice coming out, and it says time to act. So I feel like you're very action oriented right now, group 2. We also have dragon with beware of self-delusion, and this was on the bottom. It says muddled, unclear thinking. So honestly, I want to pull a card for that one. What is this about? What is the dragon about? Of course, we have the Seven of Cups. If you know tarot, the Seven of Cups is muddled, unclear thinking, and it's quite, it can be delusional. But I want to say with the Seven of Cups, don't get distracted, or the message is to not get so distracted by all the options that you kind of lose sight of what it is that you are really wanting. I feel like it's very clear, you know deep down what it is that you want. So when all these things start happening for you, just stay true to that knowing, okay? Use your intuition to know what to choose, what to do, and don't listen to any negative self-talk, or feeling like, oh, I might need to settle here, or I might need to just choose that, or whatever it may be. I just feel like stay clear, stay focused. Don't let the external distract you too much or overwhelm you, okay? Also, don't get caught up in daydreaming so much that you don't act, or feeling like things are just gonna happen without your action. Honestly, that was a lot. But we also have hat. You will be playing a different role. So yeah, I do feel for some of you this could be speaking of a promotion or some type of change that requires you to step up in a new way. And we have boat with money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. So that's fun. I feel we need to just get one more pull for you, group 2. Yep. And we have the month of January. So January could be a significant month for you. I think this is so funny. This picture. I love that. Also, that's my birthday month. But anyway, that's where I leave you, group 2. Thank you for being here with me. Wishing you the best. You are extremely successful. I admire you, group 2. You're out here getting it. You're attracting a lot of attention. Have some fun, okay? It seems like you're in a very serious time of your life, very intense. But I think things are going well. I do want to say expect the unexpected. Things are going to be happening for you, group 2. But it's fun, like, even if there are challenging changes, you got it. I believe in you, so it's all good. Like I said, have fun and take those invitations that might come your way, and yeah, strut your stuff. So I shall leave you here, group 2. Thank you again. Much love to you. Do it big. Peace though. Talk to you later. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading on your next big change. So let's go on and look into the energy of this change for you, group 3. Let's see, what is the energy of this big change for group 3? This is interesting. We have the oyster coming out reverse. You know, the intention wasn't to take any cards reverse, but for you, I feel like it's necessary because it seems like you may be feeling inclined to take some time away. I need a bit more information though for you, group 3. You know, honestly, it feels kind of silent. Group 3, and it's interesting. We have the peacock coming out reverse too. You know, a part of this change is you acknowledging your beauty, I want to say, group 3, or you acknowledging your good qualities, enhancing your self-perception or enhancing the way that you speak to yourself. Definitely, I feel you becoming more confident. You're appreciating your form more. You're appreciating your body, your appearance more. Definitely a lot here about self-perception and seeing the beauty in your uniqueness, especially with the peacock. Like, that's such a unique animal. It's so vibrant and beautiful. It stands out effortlessly, and it amazes all, if not most people, most if not all people, when they see a peacock. You know, it's like, whoa, it just, you kind of have to stare and just be embraced by the majestic vibe, you know, of the peacock. And I feel there is an energy of you wanting to hide away because you stand out. You know, I feel you don't want to be seen. You don't want to be acknowledged. Or there's like this part of you. Let me rephrase. I think on a deeper level, you want to be appreciated. You want to be praised. You want to be celebrated for these qualities. But there's insecurity that masks your ability to be accepted for these things. And I want to say, in this new cycle or in this change that you're going through, you may start to receive a lot of compliments, or you may start to get stared at more even. You know, you may start to get more admiration, and I feel it could make you feel uncomfortable. And I feel like that's prompting you to reflect on how you see yourself and if it's productive or if it's helpful to you. I see a lot of contemplation on the concept of self-love and seeing what it means to love yourself or to take care of yourself, and perhaps embracing new ways of approaching your relationship with yourself, group 3. But yeah, a lot of focus on appearance, I want to say, off the bat. But let's see what else comes out for you. That doesn't have to be the only change that's happening, but it seems like the focal point right now. Anything else for group 3? Yeah, you know, with the otter here, I'm even thinking of, you know, specifically, I know this is a tendency for women. I can't speak for men or any other gender for that case. You know what? This could just be across the board based off our society. Just body image, I feel. Maybe not even feeling comfortable to wear certain things or to have fun, or to express yourself freely because you're worried about how you'll be perceived, or you're worried about the way you look. You know, for some of you, this could be stifling your sensuality or your sexuality even, or your ability to be intimate because you're so focused on how you look. And I do feel that that's being broken down. Yeah, I was just talking about your sensuality. I do feel something is affecting your ability to be open, to be playful, to be sexual even, to have fun, to explore, to take action on certain desires that you have, because you are preoccupied with an energy of self-consciousness. And I'm not saying, I don't want this to come off as like, I don't know. I just feel this isn't to be like shameful. You shouldn't be shamed or feel shame about yourself. Body shame is coming up. Honestly, like trigger warning for group 3. I feel like some deep rooted issues are being touched on in this big change for you. And I'm seeing like shackles being broken around you being tied to these insecurities, or you feeling weighed down by these insecurities, or always wanting to cover up, or wearing things that cover you up all the time, or just feeling like you need to cover certain parts of yourself. Yeah, with this crow, I just see that there's a lot of covering, like wanting to hide. I don't know how else to say, but the change I feel is becoming more aware of what started this pattern, or what may cause you to behave in this manner, or what's preventing you from having more fun, or allowing yourself to be more expressive with your sense of self, or your creativity, or your sexuality, or whatever it may be. What's keeping you from truly expressing yourself and being seen for who you are? Because I feel like you're beautiful, don't take that lightly. I know I can't see you. You're probably like, girl, whatever. But truly, I mean, these cards wouldn't be showing up. The oyster, they make pearls, some of the most valuable things on this earth. Peacocks, people love the feathers. Okay, I love the feathers. I love the peacock. I just feel there's this level of sleeping on yourself. And definitely the change here is breaking free of that tendency, and allowing yourself to embrace and accept who you are, and to be grateful for parts of your body, and to be grateful for your body overall. Yeah, it seems like there's been like a fragmentation of self, almost like you try to hide parts of yourself and accentuate other parts, or try to I don't know. I just know that there's a lack of embracing the wholeness of your body, and only accepting certain parts. And I'm feeling this this change is big on accepting self and coming into a sense of wholeness. Group 3 for sure. So, well, that's some big energy. I can't even lie to ya. This is pretty significant. Group 3, I mean, this is going to change the game for you. It seems like a big challenge, honestly, because it is challenging your self-perception, and it is asking you to be more open, to open up, not only with yourself, but eventually with other people. And I do think that will require some patience, some time, and a lot of gentleness and compassion for self as well. So what area of life is this most affecting group 3? Let me take a sip of water before I get into this. We have the Libra card coming out, and this is going to be affecting your relationships. For sure, this is going to show you a lot about how you approach relationships based upon how you perceive yourself, especially with the ascendant on the bottom. You'll come into some type of epiphany or awareness of what you're willing to accept based on your perception of self. So, for example, if you have trouble loving certain parts of yourself, and you meet someone and they like you, in the past or just in general, it may be very easy to attach to this person because you're like, oh my gosh, they like me, like, wow, like maybe I should try to make this work. And you're more concerned about ensuring that they like you rather than if you like them. And I feel this change within yourself is going to bring into balance your priorities in regard to relationships and ensuring that you value yourself as much as you value the other person. And you're not putting people on pedestals or feeling like you aren't enough or some type of deficiency is leading you to relationships that aren't good for you in some way. But definitely a healing of the self and the healing of the perception of self primarily is going to bring this into balance. And I see you accepting better for yourself and maybe raising the standards, raising the bar for what you expect to experience in love or in your relationships, even in your friendships. It doesn't just have to be in romantic relationships, but definitely romantic relationships seem to be significant here for you, group 3. Can we get a bit more? What areas of life are being affected for group 3? So we have transits in Pluto. Excuse me, that's not really telling me an area of life, but it is making me think of the planet Pluto, of course. And you could be undergoing a Pluto transit right now that could be really impacting you. Pluto breaks things down in order to empower. Sometimes it's just really intense and it's really hard, but I do feel with Pluto being here, it's restructuring the way that you experience yourself as well as your relationships and ensuring that you're not giving your power away or feeling disempowered in any situation, whether that's a relationship with yourself but also with other people. And I do think it starts with yourself and not wanting to hide away. Big energies on opening up and not being so I don't know, it's like making self small. It's time to expand. It's like open, I feel stretching, moving your body more would really help this process. Getting into your body, especially if you've been through any experiences that made you want to dissociate. I'm feeling some trauma from your past could be lending itself to these insecurities that you're dealing with now. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to say, group 3. Honestly, your reading is already a trigger warning, okay? But definitely, I'm feeling for you, either sexual trauma could be really impacting the way that you relate to your body, or it could be just overall insecurity or you experiencing some type of bullying when you were growing up that has really stifled your ability to accept certain aspects of yourself. But I do see you breaking away from that and going through a deep level of introspection, but surrounding yourself with people who are positive and who are speaking positively about themselves, who don't allow you to speak negatively around them. I think that will really benefit you in removing yourself from any circles or environments that kind of I don't want to say advocate, but encourage this negativity, maybe on like a very subtle level, like you don't even realize it. But just becoming more aware of the self-talk in the environments that you are surrounding yourself with, but also the influences that you have, not comparing yourself. I do feel with that Libra energy as well. The energy of comparison could be making you feel like you're not good enough as well. So your relationship with the opposite, not the opposite sex, but yeah, the opposite sex as well. But I meant to say your relationship with the same sex could be changing based on you building up your confidence and not feeling like you have to compare or compete. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot in this reading already. Let me get a sip of water again. Okay. Whew. Yeah, you know, that saying, comparison is a thief of joy. Maybe taking a social media break, I feel, group 3, especially if you are very influenced by your feed or some type of social media that you use. Anyway, let's see. Can we get more specific about this change for group 3, please? More specific. You know, there's so many cards that are coming out reverse. We have the Eight of Cups reverse. I feel like this is a pattern that you've been dealing with over time. It feels like something that's been ingrained, and it could be causing emotional disturbances as well. Maybe it's making you feel a bit more moody, or things are impacting you in a way that is subconscious, and there could be a habit or a pattern that you have that feeds into this negative self-talk or this negative perception of self. But I do feel internally you're getting tired of it. Like it's becoming too much. Like you're tired of feeling bad about yourself, or you're tired of feeling insecure, or you're tired of feeling something. And I'm feeling you're sensing a change that needs to be made so that you're not feeling like you're deficient in something or that you're lacking something. And I do feel it could be coming from you looking at other influences, or you looking at other people, or comparing yourself to other people. But yeah, I do see a change in your environment. It feels like it's really up to you though, group 3. I can't say it's just gonna happen. I feel it's big on you determining that you need to either change something about your routine, or change a habit, or change the way that you interact with social media. With the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is very into things that are going on, the trends. They're updated on the latest things. So I do feel that you could be like big on the aesthetics of things. I feel like you have a really good aesthetic. Like I said, you stand out. So it seems like you're meant to be an influencer and not influenced. Honestly, I don't even know how I feel about those words, but everyone just needs to be themselves. I feel like you could be overly influenced by other people, and it's making you feel deficient. But can we get a bit more here for group 3? Oh my goodness. It's too many cards, honestly, group 3. Oh my goodness. Just this lineup of cards, I'm not liking at all. We have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah. I just feel like you're becoming more aware of what's keeping you from fully accepting yourself. You're becoming aware of the internal dialogue that you have, and I feel that you're deciding to cut that out. You're not going to be trapped within the mind, or trapped by this internal dialogue that reminds you, or I didn't finish my sentence, that reminds you of things that you don't like about yourself, or nitpicks certain aspects of yourself. I'm getting tired of talking about it. I'm getting tired. I feel like you're tired. It's played out. It's done. There's no time to be insecure. Too much is happening for us to be insecure. There's no room for insecurity, okay? Goals have to be met. Things have to be done. Insecurity prevents all of that. So it's weighty. It's It's heavy, it's unnecessary, and I know it's easier said than done to get rid of it, but I do feel, ooh, I love this energy. I love this energy. I do feel the main change is you appreciating your body. You probably are going to start to invest into your health more. I do see with the Page of Pentacles and the Empress that you're becoming more aware of the foods that you eat, your routines, your habits that you take part in. I feel that you're wanting to become more invested in yourself, and I see you making more investments into yourself, and that's going to boost your confidence. It's going to boost your sense of self and your self-esteem, and it's going to make you feel like you have something worth showing, and it's going to allow you to really shine your light more. So that's the change that's going to happen, but it seems like you're sorting through a lot of internal negativity, but it's time to purge all of that. Okay, group 3, so let's get some final messages for you. Some final messages for you, group 3. Whew. We have gavel with involvement with the law, so that's interesting. Honestly, I don't know what that's about. I don't even want to focus on that. But we have June, so the month of June could be significant, or the signs of Gemini and Cancer could be important. Checking those houses could be a good idea, like the houses that Cancer and Gemini reside in. Yeah, I feel like those could be having an influence on you right now. We have Dark Woman with dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Yeah, you could be Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Hold on, I'm sorry, I didn't even finish what I was saying. You could be dealing with someone who either, two things, either they just have dark features like dark hair or darker skin. You could admire this person or you could look up to this person, or this could be symbolizing somebody who kind of plays into your insecurities, and it's important that you separate yourself from them. But we have the peacock twice. Isn't that crazy? The last reading had the lion, and the lion came out. So it's so funny that, you know, the animals that are on the table come out. But it says beware of great pride, and this is making me think of supplementing insecurity with an like an over display of confidence or false confidence. You know, I really love the saying that confidence is quiet. You know, a lion only really roars, I guess, when they have to or whatever. I don't know, but definitely just be sure that you're not trying to hide behind this persona of like grandiose or grandiosity to hide the insecurities that you may feel. We have career. I feel like it's a good time to focus on your career. Maybe some of these insecurities are preventing you from really pursuing the goals that you have in mind, and it's time to rid of these insecurities so that you can make stronger headway. We have wealth. I also feel that your sense of self or your self-esteem or the way that you see yourself is tied to your wealth. I specifically feel this if you have a tendency to overspend. You know, there could be something around insecurity there, like feeling like, oh, I don't have enough, I need to spend it now before it's gone. For some, it could be like not wanting to spend because you feel like you might not get it again. There's something around how you see yourself and your wealth being tied together. So reflecting on that could be good. And we have ring with a marriage will take place either in business or romance. And I feel that the more that you appreciate yourself, I feel that either a current relationship that you're in will improve, or you will begin to align with partners or people or a person who is going to treat you with that level of respect that you deserve. Any other messages here for group 3? We have May. So the month of May could be significant. The month of May could be significant. I'm getting a little tired. I must be honest. Um, or a Taurus could be important as well. Taurus season, or just the month of May. May through June could be a time of change, or something that happened between that time could be important. But yeah, I feel like that is where I'm meant to leave it. We have on the bottom throne, a position of authority, so it's time to come into a true sense of feeling good about yourself, group 3, and accepting yourself for who you are. And yeah, thank you for being here with me today. Much love to you. Know that you deserve love, joy, appreciation, and you deserve to feel good about yourself. So I hope that this reading encouraged you to really take the steps necessary to get that to happen. And yeah, I want you to go look in that mirror and say that you are worthy, you are loved, and believe it, okay? So that's where I leave you, group 3. Thank you again. Until the next time. Bye bye.